Comes on the old age man, Carlo. First personal, first game. Further help for wrestling, recognize the honor of the wrestling. For the open. your turn back for the old days. James Weisel and Luke Angel.
Hey!
Well, the old age of Isaiah Harden, 36.
You guys gonna do two?
50.
Just Lamont.
Turner, back there, and right over back in to the old days. Noah Nelson, in for the A's.
Should there be audio? Yeah. Well, that's the mic over there. Okay. So.
Gordon Purnell with the basketball.
Well, that's what comes now. So how do you get it? How do you get it?
That goes
Yes.
into a separate thing.
So this goes into a separate thing.
The camera goes to here. The audio goes into
Camera. And then the camera goes from that. So, alright, so the way, what's that plugged into?
this. What, Mike?
Yeah.
Mike, that runs into this.
Alright. Well, what I'm saying is, that probably for your setup outside of here, because when you're at hockey, you plug directly into this, right? So that's good for hockey. Eventually, you would be able to set up a mixer with that. That's a USB. So what does that plug into? That comes around and that plugs into. So that's a USB, right? So I don't want to go. So I bet you I could take that USB mixer, and that USB mixer would plug right into this with the USB. Trying to slowly figure stuff out for you. Because yeah, look at how I plug it.
Local athletics will be part of tonight's game. Get more with more.
You have the auxiliary where I've got the USB. So, voila. So yeah, it should be pretty simple.
Just a reminder that the concession stand is over. And the new accept credit card.
You don't want that for college guys, especially for. So now So you're gonna call the game in there? You call it from the cage? So the cage goes, when you were out here, were you guys plugging into that and that, but it's easier just to plug into that?
Yeah, it's easier to go into the camera and then have the camera feed both the video and the audio into the camera.
Especially if you didn't want to use two cameras.
Yeah.
Makes sense, huh? Mr. Peterson, how's it going? There you go. Derek, hello. Hello. Scotty, hello. Hello.
After this game. Hey, you guys?
Well, there's an outside shot. We'll see it be foul. This could be a route or it could be a foul.
I hate it. And usually when guys are on the practice,
Well, I'm here, see it. I'm here, so it's got to probably be a.
I don't really like it.
the boys of the old age. Is there anything I should know about the old age, Troy? Don't hide stuff from me. You're the rep for them. They've lost 2 in a row. Lost the game. They trailed most of the game at Menominee.
I just said to lunch rush, nobody's gonna stop us. Here we go.
Five rosters. Robert shows a lot and takes it out. Neither team hit a free throw. What was winless in conference. Zach Shipman on their team just committed to Whitewater for baseball. Memorials dominated the series with one exception. That game you and I were at 2 years ago when Memorial had just lost Cooper Jesperson.
Bye, Noah. Go get your dad.
Andrew Roxville went off.
Second half of Husky. Although Renell, Davis,
It was a
and
blowout out here.
Anthony O'Leary, Nelson, Kajeski, Menke, Giannis, and Garrett.
Don't forget the playoff game. Apparently Alexia is coming. Apparently Alexia is coming. You'll remind me before you leave that we gotta bring Alexia. I'll be like, "That's a good something?"
I'll be halfway home. And then they'll do the watch.
What was the student out today? So the North students are coming in black.
Yeah, that's usually
Any bugs around the school for this one?
yeah, there's bugs.
There was no bugs for that Bulls game.
Football meetings are fun.
Especially for hockey, there'll be tons of it. You can't wait for that one. You're going like, You get you a seat for that one? Just like a broadcast.
Huskies, David Caldwell. First person, first team. Well, the only second place. Now, that's the part of the limit. It's us. But again, I think we'll be over. First personal third. First personal fifth. Full time out of the league. The next game is probably sponsored by Maury Road Subaru and Maury's Chippewa Falls Chrysler Dodge. We're excited to support local athletics and be part of tonight's game. Get more with Maury's. Just a reminder, they are set up in the lobby with lots of swag, so go check them out. personal 10th team foul. Jesse back into the overhead. reminder that tonight's games are proudly sponsored by the County Surveyor Subaru and Murray, Chippewa Falls Placer on Eagle County. We're excited to support local athletes and be part of tonight's game. Take more with more. So you have students out in the lobby, they have introduced to you their take home here for you as well. And a reminder that the concession stand is open. Please stay off the basketball court.
This is where the game is at today at Memorial. Hello everybody, and live from the Eagles Nest, it's Eau Claire Memorial All-Day Boys Basketball. Today the Memorial All-Day take on the North Huskies. The good old-fashioned crosstown showdown. Been going on since North's inception in '61. A historic rivalry that Memorial has dominated over recent years. The Huskies will look to come into the Eagles Nest and change that tonight. I'm Derek Montesano here for your coverage of Old Abe boys basketball. As tip-off set for about 9 minutes away from now. The band you can hear very much in the background. There's only about half of them here, but they're making about as much noise as they always do. The Old Abes today, the story is simple. Just beat Hudson. Not beat Hudson, beat North. You want to beat North. It's one you have circled on the calendar for any team year after year. Just win your crosstown game and you'll feel very good. Currently coming in 3-7 and sitting really towards the middle of the conference at 2-2 in the conference. For the Huskies, though, it's been a different story. They've got 4 wins, but all of them have come out of conference so far. Not a single conference win for North. Memorial's one of the ones that have mattered, those being conference games, sitting at 500. And then you look at North, who are rock bottom of the conference, despite having more wins than Memorial. But the big part of that is they're just not winning in conference. And if there's one thing Memorial will really like to take advantage of, it's those struggles in the conference for the Huskies in this game. Memorial, though, coming in have had their struggles, losing to Menominee in a game they struggled their entire way through. Albeit Menominee has had a great year this year. It's just, you'd like to at least be somewhat more competitive in the games. The scoreboard reflects a different story than what the game really was for Memorial when they crawled back to make it interesting at the very end. For the Husky, they're coming in on the struggle bus. 4-game losing streak, looking to finally put an end to this long run of losing for them. Same goes for Memorial, another losing streak there. Neither team is really coming in on amazing form this season. Memorial struggling, North is struggling. Hopefully that means we're going to have a great bout ensuing to really decide who is the better team in Eau Claire. It's leg 1 of the Crosstown Showdown. Memorial Old Abes and North Huskies tip off now. 6.5 minutes away as the teams continue to get their warm-ups, and it's important here in the pregame show to point out the student sections for today's game because they will play a huge role throughout, especially in this Crosstown Showdown. Memorial with the whiteout today, and they have packed the student section. It is shoulder to shoulder in that student section for Memorial. All of them wearing the color white. A great turnout of students for them. And North, also decent amount of students. They've gone with the exact opposite, the blackout. And this has been a recurring theme. One shows up in white, the other shows up in black. And with this year being North in the all black, what Memorial's looking to do to him is make it look like they're dressed for a funeral. As Memorial looks to do what they've done to North in the past numerous times, and that is dominate them. I mentioned earlier in the pregame, a lot of dominance for the Old Apes in this crossout showdown. Even look at last year, 2 dominant 40-plus running clock situation games. It was all Old Apes throughout. Now for North, on their side of things, this year is not the same Memorial Old Apes team. In fact, it's nowhere close to last year's team with 1 returner from varsity last year. You've got a lot of guys making their way into a varsity lineup for the very first time. It's a fresh look, and for North, if they're going to have a chance to capitalize and beat Memorial, it would have to be this year, or else it's likely not going to happen for a while, because Memorial's got a lot of young players making their way through the JV and JV2 roster. In fact, their JV roster is just freshmen and sophomores, so North's got to worry about the future. They got to capitalize now on this Memorial team. You look at North's roster this year, lots of seniors. On their roster this year. They've got 7 on the roster, enough to start an entire roster of seniors for North, and still have 2 guys off to swing into the game. This is a year they're gonna want to take advantage. There's not much more you could say for North. Memorial's got the young players still coming through as they try to rebuild what was last year's team, the senior force of last year that was extremely dominant. It's gonna take a little bit for Memorial to really rebuild that. This season's kind of just that reset year. Likely gonna be one where they don't host a playoff game, and kind of hitting the reset button. But you can get something out of this season for sure. If you're able to beat the Huskies, you can turn Memorial boys basketball purple. The girls team already did it. A week ago today. The Memorial girls team dominated North, winning by 61. Now, do I expect that to be the outcome today? No, I expect this boys team to put up a much bigger fight than what the girls team brought to the table. But Memorial boys, they're not something to be scoffed at. Early season, looking back at it, you've got some of the best teams in the state of Wisconsin they were going up against. Waunakee's one of the best in the state. You look at even Superior's got one of the best players in the state of Wisconsin. It was a tough start to the season, but as the season's gone on, this team started to show its flaws. And that really being relying too much on Ian Bauer to really put forth a huge game. They keep feeding him the ball and just hoping he makes something happen for them consistently. And I think that over-reliance is constantly hurting them as the season's gone along. I mean, to be fair, he's scoring 25, but he's just hucking everything up. He's taking a lot of the team's shots this season as we get closer and closer to the opening tip-off. The band has begun their second version of Memorial today as the Memorial players have now grouped up around the bench. North still getting their last-minute shots in for this game. For Logan Horn's team, he's looking to end what has been Memorial dominance in this series. He wants to end it right now. This is his shot. We'll see if the Huskies can take advantage. Well, let's give you today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting North Huskies, they send out senior Tyler Barrows, the senior McCabe Thiesing Ritter, the junior Owen Rupert, the senior Zach Shipman, and finally the junior Robert Hutchinson, those being 1, 5, 10, 11, and 20 respectively. Before we can give you the Old Abe lineup, let's pause as from the Eagles Nest, our national anthem.
And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Memorial High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Eric Dasher.
And there you go, a great rendition of our national anthem by the Memorial Pep Band. Well, let's get you the starting lineups for the Memorial Old Apes. They'll send out the senior Caleb Johnson, the junior Drew Hudson, the senior Caleb Mesner, not the senior Caleb Mesner, the sophomore Lucas Loken, the junior Mason McCarthy, and the senior Ian Bauer. Those being 1, 2, 5, 11, and 14 for the Old Apes. And you saw earlier there, it doesn't show it right now with as North's doing their introductions right now, but in the background, both student sections are packed today. That's what you like to see for this Crosstown Showdown. Both student sections packed to the brim. The Old Apes in the white and North in the black. As here comes the Old Apes right now with their introductions. This place gets very loud, very quick, but everybody's here for these ones. That's what you like to see for this big conference basketball game. It's middle of the conference, Memorial taking on bottom of the conference, North, in the Crosstown Showdown, Leg 1 of boys basketball here at the Eagles Nest. Well, at center court, Robert Hutchinson for North. He'll match up against Mason McCarthy for Memorial for this opening tip-off. As ball makes its way to half court. Ball is up in the air, tipped back, and Ian Bauer comes away with it for the Old Apes. And we are underway here at the Eagles Nest. Lucas Loken bounced to Ian Bauer on the near side. Bauer draws contact, trying to drive through. Foul on Owen Rupert for North, the junior. Made his way into the starting line today. 11 seconds in, and North's already got one foul on the board. Loken receives the inbound and gives it right back to Ian Bauer. Bauer gets a bulk of the work for this team, being the only returner. Here is Ian Bauer. Bauer loses the hand on the ball, stolen away. Owen Rupert. Rupert the other way, a dish off to Tyler Barrows, and he's got the first 2 of the game. Tyler Barrows, the opening scorer, and it's the Huskies who take the early lead. Lucas Loken, under duress from Rupert, needs to get it away. He does get it away to Bauer, who thought about the 3 on the far sideline. Around to McCarthy. McCarthy drives into the paint, puts up a contested shot, and he's fouled. Yes, and the foul. A great play there by Mason McCarthy. Drove into the paint, not afraid to take the contact, goes up, contested shot, gets the fall, and the extra free throw coming. Foul, by the way, on Robert Hutchinson, his first and the team's second. As a 3-point play is good from Mason McCarthy, and the Old Abes take the lead. Now what do the Huskies cook up with McCabe Thiesing Ritter to Hutchinson. Hutchinson spins out of the right block. Back out to Zach Shipman. Shipman has it stolen away. Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson the other way. Feeds it to Andrew Hudson. Hand off to Lucas Loken as Memorial loads up the offense once again. McCarthy to Ian Bauer. He'll try a 3. Side rim, no. And the rebound grabbed by Owen Rupert. Quickly up the floor, North Thiesing Ritter on the baseline. Puts it in and he's fouled. And now a return 3-point play chance for McCabe Thiesing Ritter. Owen Rupert was the one that passed it to him. So Thiesing Ritter to the line. His shot is up and he makes it. So North gets it right back with their own 3-point play. Ian Bauer goes to the far side, gets double teamed, needs an outlet, needs to get away, finds Caleb Johnson, sends his man flying. Sent Thiesing Ritter flying and easily puts it in for 2. On the other end now, a drive from Thiesing Ritter gets tied up. No foul coming. That's Memorial basketball. McCarthy to Johnson. Johnson goes up through contact. He gets it rejected by Robert Hutchinson. Now back the other way quickly. Hutchinson goes up. He doesn't get it to go, but he gets the foul. And Hutchinson to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Mason McCarthy, it looks like. Yeah, Mason McCarthy. And that'll be 2 shots for Hutchinson. Robert Hutchinson's first effort whips out, no. And we'll stay level for now. He can at least give North the lead if he makes the second one. It's up, and it's good. So he makes one of the 2. Memorial can still take the lead with 1 basket here in a 6-5 ball game. So Memorial will just get points to the board. Johnson nearly has his pocket picked by Thiesing Ritter. To the near side, Loken, a 3. Bang! Lucas Loken, the 3. The sophomore showing up here. Now the other way, North very quick on the offensive side of the ball. Here's an awkward attempt by Shipman, no. Rebound to Lucas Loken. And Loken will get it back to Drew Hudson, and Memorial load up again. McCarthy, a quick drive, sneaks through and puts in 2. And now Memorial going on a little bit of a streak here. They've got back-to-back buckets. Now Thiesing Ritter on the baseline, puts up a shot, it's an air ball. And the student section will very much let him know that. Ian Bauer, hand off to Caleb Johnson. Johnson sneaks through everybody but can't quite finish it off. It rolled off the side rim. Now here come North. What do they got cooking up? Shipman in the paint, draws through contact, gets the extra foul in the basket. Zach Shipman, a strong play. He plays football as well. And that very much showed in the strength on that play. Draws the foul on Loken. Loken's already on 2 fouls. So he's going to go take a seat on the bench, and we'll see Caleb Mesner make his way into the ball game for Memorial. So a chance for a 3-point play as Abbott Jepson's also in now for Memorial after they make a double substitution to take out McCarthy. 3-point play is successful. Zach Shipman has got his first 3 of the game. And the Memorial lead back down to just 1. Caleb Johnson looking for an option. Still surveying the floor. Now sneaks into the paint. Kicks it back out. Drew Hudson, open 3. Bang! Andrew Hudson wide open for 3. And Memorial gets it right back. Rupert into the corner for Shipman. Shipman into the paint. Pounds it by Jepson. Puts in the layup. Yeah, that's that football player in Zach Shipman. Not afraid to play through contact. Bully ball his way into the paint. And that's how he'll score on you. Mesner. Bounce to Drew Hudson. And he's got a layup for 2. Here on the far side, it's McFeasting Ritter. As the student section reminds him of what happened earlier. To the near side, it's Rupert. Owen Rupert spinning on Johnson. Able to find an outlet in the corner. A drive on the baseline by McFeasting Ritter, and he's got it in. Sneaks it just over the front rim. And we'll see what Memorial can cook up offensively here. It's 15-13, and we've seen some fast-paced offense here. Ian Bauer runs into some trouble and takes a foul. Draws a foul, I should say, on Zach Shipman. That'll be his first. Yeah, what a turnout, by the way, for today's game. It seems like anyone is at this game today. Both student sections filled to the brim. The band's here. Every seat is pretty much has a butt in it. Here's Mesner from Memorial. He'll try a 3. Back rim, no. Rebound grab by Thiesing Ritter. McCabe Thiesing Ritter goes to the near side and will hand it up. A drive from Landon Necht. Finds an outlet. And Brady Andrew ties the score. And now near giveaway in the backcourt to Thiesing Ritter. But Ian Bauer was able to regather. Here's Mesner, a 3! Caleb Mesner connects. Memorial back up again by 3. Barrows driving on Hudson. Tries to bounce it underneath, but Abbott Jepson the steal. Now Mesner. Memorial looking to get themselves a 2-possession lead. Johnson behind the back dribble. Gets into some trouble. Bounces to Ian Bauer. Fakes the shot. Now will actually shoot the 3, and that's off the front rim. Rebound on the floor, and they're going to give it to North. It was a close one on the baseline. And North will get the basketball. 12 minutes left here in the first half. And now we'll see the third Caleb make his way in this game. A lot of Calebs on this roster. Olatunji, by the way, is the third Caleb to make his way in. Ian Bauer tips the ball. Couldn't get in, and now necked underneath. Able to get it to Barrows. Tyler Barrows on Hudson. Puts it over Hudson, and that's off the back rim. Not all 3 Calebs are out there. Mesner, 3. One of the Calebs unable to connect, but it's an offensive rebound to Abbott Jepson. Drew Hudson. Bounce to Caleb Olatunji. Olatunji gets double teamed, puts up an awkward fadeaway, I should say. And it falls to the Huskies. He's landing connect. Bounce pass to Barrows, and a foul called on the floor. Drew Hudson. So that'll be his first, team's fourth, and Memorial will opt to use this opportunity to go to the substitutes. Looks like they brought in Trey Talisak into the game. 23 out there. McCarthy is back. To the near side, a three off the mark from Landon Connect, I should say, and Memorial. McCarthy. It's McCarthy sneaks by two defenders, puts up a shot, and it rolls out. And a rebound. Robert Hutchinson up the floor. Hutchinson. Dump off pass, and sneaking through is Brady Andrew. And Memorial's lead back down to 1, but the key piece is Memorial has still led. For now, they have not coughed up this lead yet. Here's Bauer. Can't sneak through. That one's blocked by Andrew. Into the near corner. Talisak gets corner three. Bang! Trey Talisak with the corner three, and that's a huge boost to the Memorial score. Here's a new giveaway now. An overshot from Hutchinson doesn't fall. And Ian Bauer. Memorial have extended. Memorial up 7, by the way, so their lead has very much increased very fast. Ian Bauer will tip that out of bounds. It'll stay with the Old Abes. You got a great view of it now, just the disparity right now between Memorial student section and North student section. They're pretty much exact opposites of each other right now. Caleb Olatunje drives through traffic, puts it up, no. But he'll go to the line to shoot a couple of shots. As they are going to get McCabe Thiesing Ritter on the foul. Memorial's really beginning to push it here on North. First shot off the front rim. For a Memorial team to be where they are right now, I feel like it's getting extreme. I feel like I'm extremely ignoring. This team is definitely well, I would say definitely a little bit just overall undersized. They've got some kids like Trey Talisak, he's 6'4", Palachek is 6'3", but they've got a lot of 5-foot guys that get a ton of playing time. And yeah, they fixed the scoreboard. I didn't think it was 24-17. It's 21-17. And the second shot is off from Olatunje. Rebound grab by McCarthy, and a held ball called. That'll give North the ball on the held ball situation, and we're going to get a timeout taken on the floor by Memorial. It's 21-17. That's the actual score. Someone gave Memorial 3 extra points on a 3-ball. To be honest, I thought I completely zoned out and just missed a bunch of scoring, if I'm totally honest. Because what happened was I looked away, and all of a sudden the scoreboard said 24-17 when it was just 18-17 a moment ago. So I was confused. I'm sure people watching at home were confused. But either way, it's a 4-point ball game, not Memorial trying to push double digits quite yet. But for Memorial to be leading right now, they're undersized overall by starters. And mainly, and even second guys, a lot of them are a bit undersized. Pretty much everybody on the North roster is at least 6 feet tall, whereas Memorial give a lot of playing time to 5'8", 5'9" players. But hey, it's been working so far. Here's Barrows into the paint, bounces off of Andrews' thigh, but got back by Rupert. Owen Rupert, top of the key, surveying the floor. Needs some help, we'll hand it off to Barrows on the right wing. Barrows, bounce pass over to Andrew. Now Rupert. North trying to find a way through, but they can't seem to do it right now. McCabe facing Ritter, trying to drive in on Mesner, and he traveled. Tried to drive in on Caleb Mesner, and Mesner held his ground. Did not let him find a way through, and facing Ritter ends up committing the infamous travel. So Memorial basketball, and they've got a chance to put themselves up 7, but they gave it away. McCabe facing Ritter. Facing Ritter will walk the other way and put into points. There's a free gift to the guy that just gave you the ball. Memorial decided to return the favor. Mesner sneaks away from the steal. Talisek out to Ian Bauer. 4-3. Bang! Ian Bauer's got his first 3 points of the game. Now, here's Owen Rupert. Throws it to a driving in. Drew nearly able to save it off the line. Shipman sneaks through traffic but can't put it in over everybody. And Mesner the other way. Mesner to Caleb Olatunje. Olatunje to Delisek. 4-3. Front rim and out. Rebound grab by Rupert. For North. Rupert. Over to Tyler Barrows. 4-3. That's off the front rim. And North is having a hard time shooting the basketball right now. Can the Old Apes take advantage, though, is the key piece of it. Ian Bauer has the ball poked away from him by Owen Rupert. Rupert to Andrew, and an extra pass to Shipman for the easy basket. Great team play there by the Huskies. There's not a much better way to put it. Mesner trying a response 3, and he gets it. Memorial hot from beyond the arc right now. They lead by 6. So here's Shipman across to Thiesing Ritter. McCabe Thiesing Ritter driving on Mesner. Gets up a shot. It rolls out. Whistle blows though for a foul. 2 shots coming on as Mesner called. Or the foul. It's like if Ritter had just gone up for the shot initially, it would have been a nice block for Mesner. Instead, it's going to be a foul. And Thiesing Ritter at the line will make his first shot. And with 6:47 left, Memorial will go with practically an entirely new group out there. I think, looking at it, it looks like they switched 4 guys. Only guy they left out there is Ian Bauer. And making both shots is Thiesing Ritter for North. Ian Bauer into the near corner. Loken, corner 3. Nobody's foul beyond the arc. Loken takes the foul from Robert Hutchinson. And he will go to the line to shoot. Free throws here. The 3 points at the free throw line. One thing you want to avoid so much if you are North. And Loken misses the first shot, so he's held by at least an interior basket. Second one's up, and he makes it. So he's got 1 out of it. He made 1 of 2 so far. We'll see if he's able to take at least 2 out of this. Bounces the ball, puts it up in the air, and he makes it. So he gets 2 out of the 3, does Loken. Memorial back up by 6, tying their largest lead so far. Here's Barrows. Down to Levante Bean. Bean, handoff to Barrows. Barrows over to the far side, Rupert. Owen Rupert guarded though by Ian Bauer. Rupert to Hutchinson. Hutchinson gets a screen from Barrows. Tries to throw it back into the corner, but it's tipped out by Loken. It'll stay North basketball. Thiesing Ritter to inbound just to the left of the hoop. Into Barrows. Tyler Barrows bounce to land and connect. To Hutchinson for 3. Side rim and out. Offensive board though for North, and they'll reset with McCabe Thiesing Ritter. Thiesing Ritter over to connect. Into the corner. A nice dribble play and drive from Thiesing Ritter. And he's got 2 for Thiesing Ritter's got 11 so far in the game. He's been really getting a bulk of the work, and it's contributing to the scoreboard. Here's a bounce to Bauer. Ian Bauer out to Locust Loken. To Caleb Johnson on the near side. Johnson drives through, puts up a layup, and he got it. Caleb Johnson really pounding the rock right now. Great on the drive so far. Here's Barrows, bounce to Thiesing Ritter. Now Robert Hutchinson. Hutchinson sneaks by Johnson, and he's going to get an and one chance as he's fouled on his way up. And Robert Hutchinson to the line to look to complete the 3-point play. Yeah, Caleb Johnson, his first foul so far of the game. Neither team in the bonus quite yet, but both of them getting close. 3-point play completed for Hutchinson. We'll see what Memorial's offense loads up here. It's 31-28 right now. Both teams putting up good offensive numbers right now. Ian Bauer bounce to Abbott Jepson. Jepson to Loken. Lucas Loken throws it. Caleb Johnson. He'll try a 3, and he's got it. Caleb Johnson's got hot hands right now. He's got 7 in the ball game, of which 5 of them have come in the last minute. Now Thiesing Ritter can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound though for North. Outside, a 3 ball from Shipman doesn't go. And Drew Hudson the rebound. And Memorial the other way. Here's Ian Bauer, drives his way through, gets a friendly roll from the hoop. And Memorial's have an 8-point lead, their largest of the night. Connect. Tries to throw it. Tries to throw it to Barrows, and he threw it away. Threw it right towards the Memorial student section. And he gives Memorial the basketball back. That's one thing you didn't want to do with North currently chasing this game by 8, and they really have been for the majority of this first half. It has been Memorial controlled so far. Now, albeit it isn't a 20-point blowout or by any means, but it's still the Old Abe's leading with a chance to go up by double digits. Mesner to Drew Hudson. Hudson over to Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, Andrew Hudson, top of the key. Over to Caleb Mesner for 3. That's off the back heel. Memorial keep trying these 3-point looks, albeit it's worked for the most part. But it's going to slow down eventually as they foul beyond the arc by Drew Hudson on Tyler Barrows. That'll be enough to put North into the bonus, so they will shoot a 1-on-1 non-shooting foul on Hudson. And it looks like Olatunji is going to come in for him, and that is the case, as you saw on the bottom of your screen there. So a 1-on-1, front end is up, front end is good from Barrows. And he cuts the deficit down to 7 points. Barrows, one of the seniors on the senior-laden lineup. Second shot is missed by Barrows, and Ian Bauer secures the rebound for Memorial. Ian Bauer, bounce pass to McCarthy, and it tipped away from him by Brady Andrew, and it'll stay Memorial ball as it rolled out right in front of the North student section as Ian Bauer flings it in to Kayla Mesner. 3 minutes left here in the first half, and North's the only ones in the bonus. Johnson finds an opening, drives him, tried to feed it to McCarthy, went right through him. I think that went through McCarthy's legs. And it'll be North basketball. North basketball on our side. Owen Rupert, the inbound. Rupert to Zach Shipman. Shipman spins by McCarthy, goes up for the layup, and he lost the grip on the ball. They're actually going to say it was blocked. They're going to say McCarthy blocked that. So it'll stay North ball. And I'm not quite sure about that. I don't think actually that Memorial got a hand on that at all. I think Shipman just lost the handle on it. They're going to catch a break here. Straight into Owen Rupert. Throws it to Barrows. Puts up a contested layup, and it doesn't fall. And Johnson for Memorial. Johnson to Mesner. Mesner to McCarthy. Mason McCarthy driving in, puts up a layup, and he's got the two from right on the right block. Memorial's got a new largest lead of 9 points in the ball game. And now stripped away Ian Bauer. Ian Bauer up the floor, lost the handle on it. Poked away the other way by Thiesing Ritter. And now quickly Rupert into the corner. Shipman wide open, 3D air ball, but the offensive rebound falls to Thiesing Ritter. He's got two, and a timeout on the floor with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. And this place is ready to explode any chance it's got. More specifically, the Memorial student section today. Every moment has been a big one for them, whether it's a big defensive play, offensive run, just anything has gotten a big reaction out of the student section. These crosstown games had the feel of the homecoming football game that happened earlier this year. Student section was absolutely packed. I've got the pictures of it. It was absolutely crazy what the student section looked like for the homecoming game, of which the football team did win against Wisconsin Rapids. But it's not that same feel, just the basketball version of it for this crosstown showdown. Here's Ian Bauer, tries to bounce it to McCarthy, it's stolen away by Tyler Barrows. Barrows, he tried to feed it to Brady Andrew, but he's got butterfingers. Now McCarthy, a nice move, puts in the two. Thiesing Ritter, he's been a huge part of the offense, and he traveled. McCabe Thiesing Ritter, a mental mistake, gives Memorial the basketball with another chance to put themselves up by double digits before halftime. Here's McCarthy. McCarthy sneaks to the paint, puts it up, and he doesn't get the nice roll from the rim. Out on the side. Barrows, a three. That bounces out. Rebound out beyond the arc. A drive now from Rupert. He's got it. Well, unable to secure that board. Leads to North Point. Now here's Ian Bauer driving through. No. He's fouled on the way through. That'll be 2 shots for him. And it looks like they are going to get Zach Shipman for his second of the game. And the shot from Ian is good. And Memorial will use this opportunity to bring Abbott Jepson back into this game. Jepson, a good solid player on the board. He's a player you want in this situation where you're looking to take this game into halftime lock down this offensive possession for North. It's a 9-point Memorial lead in the final minute of the half. Shipman into a double team. Throws it free. Rupert a three. He hits it. Owen Rupert, a big step back three. Yeah, 40 seconds left now. Memorial can realistically hold for the last shot if they want to. Ian Bauer drives through as it poked away by Thiesig Ritter. And North not super happy about that call. It looked like Ian Bauer kind of just flung it away, but it stays Memorial basketball. Olatunji into the paint, puts it up. No. Rebound, a flop on the deck. Who's got it? It's going to be a held ball. Held ball situation, and we'll see. Oh, on the alternate possession arrow, it'll stay Memorial ball. 27 and a half left here in the first half. As this one's inbounded to Abbott Jepson. Hand off to Ian Bauer. Bauer to McCarthy. McCarthy has it poked away, but he got it right back. Ian Bauer, a long three! Side rim and out, and now there's 15 seconds left for North to get more points on the board. Hutchinson, drive through, he's gonna get a foul. He's gonna earn himself a foul here. And they're gonna get Ian Bauer, so that'll be, I think they're gonna give him the 2 here, if I'm not mistaken. It is the 8th foul, so it could very easily be the 2. And it's gonna be 1 and 1. And the front end is up, and the front end is good, so he'll get a second shot anyways. North is slowly closing down the lead before halftime. And the reset changes a lot in this ball game as both are good from Hutchinson. It's a 4-point ball game with 10 seconds left. Memorial's got time for one more shot in them, and they have time for a good look. Here's Ian Bauer up to Loken. Loken, nice holding onto the ball. Here's McCarthy. Puts up an awkward attempt, doesn't fall. Rebound out of bounds on the baseline with 0.8 left. And it'll be North ball will end the first half. We'll see if they huck it here. They probably will. Ball is inbounded. It's heaved. It's not going to be close from Owen Rupert. And there we go. We've reached halftime of this high-scoring first half. Memorial 42, North 38, and for Memorial, they could be in a much better place right now than only up 4. They gave up 5 unanswered to end that first half, and we sit Memorial up 4 at the halftime break. Back in about 7 minutes with coverage of a second half of Memorial boys basketball. You're watching Memorial boys basketball on Old Abe TV. It's always a great day to be in Old Abe.
Pittsburgher. Connor Myers.
Rejoin you here from the Eagles Nest. Memorial and North. Memorial leading by 4 at the break. Had a great halftime entertainment here for those of you who stuck around to watch it. Some members of the Special Olympics went out, played some basketball. Great entertainment. A three-pointer was made. It was an all-around time. Everybody very much enjoyed it here. But we've got even more basketball here, second half of this one. Memorial had 42 points in the first half. A great spot for them. This season they've been held to normally in the 60s consistently throughout this year. And at this rate, they'll likely finish in about the 70s, a good spot for them to be. The hard part is they've let North get 38. They've let North hang with them now at the start of this half. They were up by 9 with a minute left in that half, but North comes back, scores 6 unanswered to end the half, 5 unanswered, I should say, to send us here into the second half. Fouls will reset 0-0 here as the score does not. Memorial remaining on top by 4. They've led pretty much throughout this entire game since about the first 3 minutes. It has been Memorial in control. They've been in the driver's seat throughout, and for North, it's going to result in them playing comeback basketball. As Memorial will get set in the second half to really continue what they were doing before, getting absolutely just continuing to play how they played. As for the student section, as you see right there, they're going through some halftime things. They showed us freshmen them during our very first pep rally. I say that in air quotes. It was the orientation day pep rally. They showed us all these things we do. I've actually not been in a single student section since I got here. It's one thing I gotta do. I just gotta come to one of these games and, against my wishes, kind of just go experience what this student section is like. It's one thing I'm gonna want to eventually do, just be like in that over there. As you can hear that student section from here, they are loud. It's hard to really ignore them, especially if you're on the court right now. They've made a huge difference so far in the mental state of a lot of the guys out there, just the noise that they make. Alright, second half of basketball coming your way. Very close ball game right now. As it'll be North ball to start the second half. So they've got a chance to build on their 5-0 run to close out the second half. Ball is inbounded to Thiesing Ritter, and we are underway. McCabe Thiesing Ritter throws it to Barrows, barely able to keep it in, but he flings it right to Ian Bauer in the paint. And Memorial get the ball right away. Here's Bauer. Bounce to McCarthy, got it right back to Bauer. Bauer sneaks through three, can't get it to fall, but he drew the contact and will have a chance at the line to get those 2 points anyways. So Ian Bauer at the line. First shot's up, and he makes the first one. Memorial, like I said, have mainly been held in the 60s this season compared to the high-flying offense of a year ago. That is, and they've just been outscored in their games. Usually 60 points puts you at a good spot in Wisconsin high school ball. It does not with how the defense has been right now. But there's Lucas Loken with a takeaway under the basket. And Memorial now another big shot. Here's Ian Bauer to McCarthy, back to Bauer. In the paint, spinning through traffic, can't get the fall. And it's McCade Thiesing Ritter the other way. Thiesing Ritter has it ripped away by Loken. Lucas Loken on a fast break, lays it up and in. Lucas Loken puts the Old Daves back up by 8. And Shipman over Rupert. Back to Shipman. Shipman finds an opening to right block, puts it up, and he got it. Max Shipman, again using the football ability to drive in through contact. Here's Johnson, sneaking through, loses the handle, throws it back out. Loken, corner three, bang! Lucas Loken, he's got 10 points in the ball game. He's been great from beyond the arc. Now here's a drive from Thiesing Ritter, and he's going to get two, and he's fouled. They're going to get... By the way, on that last foul, Robert Hutchinson received his third. Lucas Loken's also on his third, so you got two players starting to really get close to the foul trouble. As Lucas Loken has been great offensively, but defensively right now, there is some concern about those foul numbers. The and one does not fall, and the ball is tipped down. It's going to stay North ball. Off the fingertips of Caleb Johnson on the rebound. And it's North the ball. Thrown in and a three by Barrows. Tyler Barrows pulls North right back with yet another 5 straight points for North. That just seemed to be how they score in those 5-point cluster. And now a held ball. Able to pull the head ball. It'll stay with Memorial on the possession arrow, so Ian Bauer will inbound. Ian Bauer to Loken for three! Bang! Lucas Loken shooting lights out right now. He's got 13 points right now. He's been great. Thiesing Ritter to Hutchinson. He tries to get it back. Hits the back rim. And Caleb Johnson got it. Johnson up the floor. Hesitates and traveled. And that ball was going straight to Lucas Loken, who has been absolutely amazing from 3-point range. The sophomore right now is having a game from beyond the arc. As Thiesing Ritter, his 5 counterpart was the one to take it up the floor. Shipman bounces it out. Hutchinson's going to have to go run after it. It's going to say it tipped off of McCarthy, and it's going to stay with North despite the disapproval from the Memorial support right behind the referee. Now it's Owen Rupert's turn. to take control of the ball. They'll give it to Shipman and to the near side for a connect. Shipman up against Hudson. Bounce pass underneath Rupert, throws it back out, connect to 3, and he connects. Landon Connect hits the 3. And it's back to a 4-point ball game. Memorial unable to take that final step to just put themselves up double digits and get into a spot where they can think about pulling away. North just kept hanging around them all game long. Here's Lucas Loken. You got to be afraid of him. Caleb Johnson, 4-3. Lips out, no. And rebound grabbed by Owen Rupert. Here's Rupert, takes it coast to coast, untouched in the paint. He snuck through everyone, and North is right on the Old A's tail, only down by a basket. Ian Bauer drives to the baseline, puts up a contested shot, no off the rim, offensive rebound. Hudson doesn't fall, but he drew contact on his way up, and that's going to be Robert Hutchinson. That is going to be Robert Hutchinson's 4th, so to no one's surprise, he's going to make his way off for Brady Andrew here. Hutchinson, 4 fouls. You can't really do much with him now for the remainder of the game, unless you want to risk him fouling out, and then you for sure lose him. Drew Hudson's first shot bricks off the back rim, and free throws have been iffy this year. For Memorial, you got to take your chances at the line, and they haven't really been doing them for the majority of the season. And Drew Hudson's second shot is up, and that rattles out no, so he misses them both. And here it come the Huskies. A drive in, bounce pass under the hoop. Brady Andrew ties the score. North have come all the way back. They tied the ball game despite Memorial leading by 9 numerous times in that first half. Into Lucas Loken in the corner. Loken needs an outlet, finds Jepson. Jepson able to sneak away from the double team. Ian Bauer, his drive attempt goes up, and an offensive foul. He charged. And that is not something you can commit if you're the Old Abes. Offensive foul on the drive, and North have a chance to take their first lead in ages. This is the exact opposite place Memorial would like to be right now. They've let North come all the way back. Here's Shipman, but he traveled. Shipman, a turnover. So Memorial got another shot at it. Shipman turns it over. And the Old Abes, a chance once again to put themselves back into the lead. Here's Ian Bauer. Drives into the corner. Drew Hudson a 3. That's too short off the side rim. And here come North again. It's Rupert. Rupert, a free throw line jumper falls. And it's North who have taken the lead in this game. Not at all what Memorial could have thought at halftime would happen. Andrew Hudson lobbed out to Caleb Mesner. Mesner into the corner. Ian Bauer. How about the 3s on the baseline? He's shoved a little bit by Zach Shipman. Shipman the foul. And that's now Shipman's start. So now you got to worry about Zach Shipman if you're North. And Shipman's going to make his way onto the bench, facing Ritter back in. And now North have mitigated the foul problems. Abbott Jepson receives the inbound in the paint. Throws it to Olatunji. Lost the handle on it. It's on the floor. Olatunji able to keep it and throws it all the way back out. And Caleb Mesner grabs it from Memorial. Here's Mesner to Olatunji. Olatunji throw an offensive foul. Another offensive foul committed by the Old Abes. This one Caleb Olatunji. And North a golden opportunity to take control of this ball game. They've turned this game on its head right now. Feasting Ritter. Outside, here's Rupert. Owen Rupert puts it over his defender, Loken. There's that size difference I was talking about. It's a 4-point North lead. Here's Loken on the drive. Ian Bauer into Mesner, corner three, bang! Count the basket. Well, there was a signal for the counted basket, but I think they're gonna count the basket. But there was an offensive foul on Abbott Jepson. The basket counts. It's a 1-point ball game. It was after it, so Jepson, his first foul on the offensive side of the ball. Here's Barrows. Into the paint. Back outside, a three on its way. No good from Rupert. Offensive rebound. Andrews back to Rupert. Inside Barrows. He'll put up a floater. That doesn't fall. The scramble for the rebound. And Memorial's going to get called for the foul in the ensuing scramble. And I think they're going to get Jepson here for his second in a row, and it is. That's 5 fouls committed by the old Abe, so if they're not careful, they're going to put North in the bonus here early. Inbound for Thiesing Ritter. It's bounced out to Barrows. Barrows, long three. That's no. Rebound tipped out. Ian Bauer comes away with it. He is hockey check to the ground. Hockey check to the ground by Owen Rupert. So Memorial will finally get control of the basketball after all of that. And North beginning to start to go for the lockup, a full court press. Here's the inbound to Lucas Loken. Loken quickly up the floor. Loken going for it all, and he couldn't finish it off. Now here come North quickly the other way. Andrew puts it up. No. Rebound for Talisic. Trey Talisic, the rebound. He's been good on the glass this season. Bauer to Loken for three. And that side rim, offensive rebound to Talisic. He gets it rejected by Andrew, but he's going to get called for a foul on it. Talisic to the line. Talisic to the line to shoot. First one's up, and that lips out. So the Memorial free throw woes are really beginning to show here in the second half. As here's Talisic on his second attempt. It's up, and he got it. So Trey Talisic makes one of the two. He levels the score. That's the big piece of the matter. He at the very least leveled the score. Now on the near side, Joseph Kent into the game. Here's Rupert. Rupert back to Kent. That's Barrows, who trying to poke it away with McCarthy. And right now, anything slightly close to a whack is going to get called in this ball game. 11 fouls so far here in the second half, but combined between both teams. Thrown up to Thiesing Ritter. McCabe, Thiesing Ritter, and a behind the foul foul on Memorial. McCarthy on the foul. So that'll be 1-and-1 time already for North, and that's the one thing I was worried about for Memorial, putting North in the bonus so early on. Because North's been hitting their free throws right now. North's been making them. You can't ignore the fact that they're making their free throws. The first one there is good from Barrows, and the second one is also good. Hits them both, puts North back up by 2 with 10:51 left on the clock. Caleb Mesner, bounce to McCarthy. Jason McCarthy in the paint, hand off to Talisic. Dolisek tries to throw it out, but it's tipped away. Tipped away by Owen Rupert. And now quickly the other way, Zach Shipman, a three. Is it going to be an air ball? Offensive ground, though, by Thiesing Ritter. Thiesing Ritter been huge offensively. He and Rupert are the only guys with double-digit points on North. Here's Caleb Johnson. McCarthy in the paint, gets held up, and yeah, they're gonna get a foul here on North. So it looks like they're gonna get Joseph Kent on the foul. So Memorial one foul away from the bonus themselves here in this first half. Oh, but look for Caleb Mesner, and he's not gonna miss that. Caleb Mesner, the open three. And Memorial down by just one. Now they're hanging on North's tail. Here's Kent to drive, and he's able to put it in on a little floater. It's a 3-point ball game. A 3 would tie it for Memorial. Caleb Mesner throwing it to Drew Hudson. Has a leap to keep it in. Ian Bauer looking for options. Now we'll hand it off to Drew Hudson. Drew Hudson powers his way through the paint, but he puts it too short. Gets his own rebound. Sends a man flying, but still can't get it over that front rim. He did everything but get it over the front rim. And this game stays by 3 points. Now Rupert the other way. And Owen Rupert puts it in, and it's a 5-point lead for the Huskies. A drastic turnaround since Memorial led by 9 with a minute left. And we're going to go to the 1-and-1 here as a foul committed by North's Zach Shipman. Shipman on his 4th foul, so now you got to worry about both Shipman and Hutchinson for the remainder of this game. Luckily, North are able to run a deep lineup. Mesner will shoot the 1-and-1. Front end is up, and it's no good. Free throws matter, and that's a prime example of it. North with another chance. Here's Kent. Underneath, a look from Andrews, doesn't go. And here's Mesner to Johnson. Caleb Johnson pounds into the paint, goes up, no. As he had it tipped away by Kent. Thiesing Ritter. Over to Owen Rupert, back to Thiesing Ritter. McCabe Thiesing Ritter still surveying. Now finds a pass to the paint, goes through everybody and gets the ball. And North's beginning to pull away. They're up 7 now. Memorial's going to have to start getting some more points on the board. And a foul called. That'll send Memorial for another 1-and-1 situation on Thiesing Ritter. And Memorial in a tough situation, one they haven't really found themselves in for the majority of this game, and that is trailing. In this case, trailing by their largest deficit of the game up until that made free throw by Ian Bauer. Ian Bauer, I think the big piece is, like I said in the pregame, the over-reliance on Ian Bauer. He's only got 10 right now. Normally he shines in the second half. He hasn't really right now. Here's Thiesing Ritter on a drive, and he's going to take an offensive foul as he went up high with the knee and took down Ian Bauer. That's an offensive foul on Thiesing Ritter. Now he's beginning to get up there in the foul numbers, and that'd be a big piece to lose for the remainder of the game if Thiesing Ritter takes a couple more fouls. He's got 19 points in the ball game for North, and has been a centerpiece to a lot of this offense. Here's Ian Bauer drive, and he's got a nice and simple layup. Now a long feed up the court for Connect. Pass to Andrew, and Andrew to make. North gets it right back. 68-62. Ian Bauer fakes the three, then try to go up, and it's blocked. Blocked by Brady Andrew. Quickly the other way, and they're going to get McCarthy on the foul the other way. Ian Bauer was absolutely dominated on the other end. Not sure that wasn't a foul, and I think, timeout taken here by Memorial. They will have to use a full timeout. It's 68-62 North. And for the Old Abes, not much more you can say other than this is one. If they let this one slip, it's one they're definitely going to want back. Led by 9 points with a minute left in the first half, and look at where we are now. North up 68-62. They lead by 6. It's a 2-possession ball game. And Memorial having a hard time getting a defensive stop right now. And when they're stopping the first look, North's getting the offensive rebounds. They're getting the second and third look, which are causing Memorial to commit fouls. That one more puts North in a double bonus for the free 2 shots. Lots and lots of fouls here in this second half. You've got a lot of players to be worried about for both teams. McCarthy's now starting to get up there for Memorial. He's got 3. Hutchinson is out there for North. You have a feeling that he's not going to be taking any super big risks right now. This is a 2-shot situation for Thiesing Ritter, and he misses the first one, so either he makes this right here and North go up by 7, or he misses, we stay at 6. And it's a 7-point ball game. Thiesing Ritter to make. It's 69-62. And Memorial kind of in the pit right now. A full court press run by North. Lucas Loken with the ball for Memorial to Mason McCarthy, top of the key. McCarthy, his drive, hesitates, throws it back to Drew Hudson. Hudson sneaks through, puts up a layup, a nice one for Drew Hudson. Nice play by Andrew Hudson to bring Memorial down by 5. Here's Barrows. He's been a problem for Memorial, so has this guy, Owen Rupert. To Hutchinson. Robert Hutchinson taking his time. Passes it to Tyler Barrows. Barrows driving in on Hudson, sneaks by him and puts a high layup off the glass in. And North have eclipsed 70 points. It's been the Memorial inability to get a good defensive stop right now. Here's McCarthy driving in. Puts up a contested shot, nothing. Rebound, squirts out, and they're going to give it to North. They're going to give North the basketball. And Memorial need a defensive stop right now. 6 minutes left. And with how Wisconsin High School basketball works, that's plenty of time for North to just slowly take their time setting this up. But it does look like they wanted Barrows to Hutchinson, corner 3. Bounce out, no. Barrows the offensive rebound, though. For North, it's the second look, but Talisek the steal, and then he throws it off the backboard. And then, Talisek gets the steal on the baseline, and then immediately throws it off the back of the backboard. It's just been that kind of second half of the Old Abes. And North will get a 3rd shot at it. In the connect. Up to Andrews. Hand off. Hutchinson a 3. That's off the front rim. And Ian Bauer up for it. Here's Ian Bauer. Hesitates. Throws it to Talisek. Thought about the 3. Now he'll drive it to the paint. Loken. He'll try the 3. Back rim and out. And the rebound the other way. Rupert. Owen Rupert. Slows up. Now we'll hand off to Barrows. Back to Rupert. Rupert sneaks through, goes up, awkward shot, doesn't fall. And Memorial quickly the other way. Mason McCarthy with speed. McCarthy, too short off the front rim, and Memorial can't seem to hit. Now Ian Bauer, a big steal on the lead feed to Andrew. Ian Bauer, he can't finish off the layup. And then a foul called on Talisek for Memorial. Boyle will walk the length of the floor. And both teams got 9 fouls, it looks like. So one more foul for either team would put them into the double bonus. But right now it's a 1-and-1. It's Barrows to shoot for North. Tyler Barrows puts up the front end, and it's no good. And then Ian Bauer tips it out of bounds. Ian Bauer going to the rebound, he couldn't secure it. And North just keep getting these second and third chances to score on Memorial. They're unable to really secure these rebounds. And this one's inbounded all the way to Shipman. Barrows a three. That doesn't go. Ian Bauer the rebound. Neither team's had a great offense. Have had great offense over this last couple minutes. Lucas Loken finds an opening. Open layup. Look for Lucas Loken. He brings Memorial down 5. And timeout taken by the Huskies. 4:39 left here in the second half. And for Memorial, this was a game at halftime it looked like they were going to be in full control of by this juncture. Boy, has that changed. North took control. They went on a run. They put themselves up by 5, and it's Memorial who have to play the comeback basketball to try to steal this game back from North after it looked like they were going to be the ones to have it. So 4:39 is how much time you've got left. It's definitely one of those games that's very much going to come down to the very end. All it takes for Memorial, with them down 5, you just need scores and stops. All you can ask for. Get a stop here on North. Go down, score. Doesn't really matter how. Optimally, you'd put 3 on the board because that makes your second drive easier. But the hard part has been stopping the big 3. They've got to box out Barrows. They've got to stop Thiesing Ritter from wreaking havoc, and Owen Rupert's become another option. Even Zach Shipman is a problem. There's too many good options. Here's Hutchinson. Out to Shipman. Zach Shipman. Hands off top of the key. Back to Shipman. Over to Hutchinson. Shipman again. North's got all the time in the world. Here's Shipman. Back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to drive. Hutchinson fouled. Hutchinson fouled again. Caleb Johnson the foul, and it seems like a wet sneeze for Memorial is going to be called right now. That's 19 combined fouls in this second half. And North has been great at the line for the most part today. That includes Hutchinson, who makes his first one. It's just been a lot of fouls for Memorial. That's a huge problem that they were going to have to fix. Better rebounding game and less of these fouls. They're really hurting their chances of a comeback right now. Andrew Hudson needs an option. Still dribbling around. Now we'll go to Mesner. Thought about the 3. Now throws it in for Ian Bauer. Contested up and in. Ian Bauer the deuce. Keeps this game at 5 points. Now here's the hard part for Memorial, getting the defensive stop without committing a foul. Hutchinson Bounce feed to Rupert, puts it up, no! And the rebound from Memorial, there's what you need. Here's Ian Bauer. Lucas Loken, he's been big today. Loken, a drive, doesn't go. And the rebound the other way, Rupert with speed. Rupert, lead feed tipped by Mesner. Mesner the steal, now here's Ian Bauer to Loken. Lucas Loken, step back three, that's off the front rim. And North another crack at things. Memorial tried to play that transition ball. It did not work out there. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left. Here's Hutchinson. Drives in on Ian Bauer, puts it up, no. And Caleb Johnson for Memorial to Mesner. Fakes the three, now a look. And he doesn't get the bounce. It bounces out now, running the floor and slowing up his Thiesing Ritter. It's going to be hard for the Old Apes to crawl back now as the never-ending tick of time continues to go. Here's a push for the ball, and they're going to get the held ball. Memorial gets the held ball situation. It's going to keep North with the basketball. It forced the held ball. So North have to inbound. Inbounded to Rupert. But that will put now the possession arrow in the Old Ape favor. Rupert to Shipman. Thiesing Ritter and foul on Lucas Loken. That's one thing the Old Apes really can't be doing right now. These fouls, Lucas Loken, that's now his fourth. Sophomore's had a great game, but the foul numbers are beginning to scuff his numbers. And Thiesing Ritter is going to make his first. And North beginning to very much look like they're going to pull away from the Old Apes, get their first win against them in a couple of years. If the Old Apes are unable to get the stop, 75-68. It's the Huskies who lead. We have a timeout on the floor. And it's been the defensive issues for Memorial that are really hurting them right now. The fouls that have gotten to this point. It's been the struggles to rebound correctly. It's been those two key pieces right now that have hurt them in this comeback. The offensive side on the offensive side of things, they're just not really making the shots that they need to be making. They've missed a lot of layups. They've had some three-point looks that didn't bounce their way. So now they just need points. All you can ask for here are points, defensive stop, and then more points quickly here, because time's not really on the Old Ape side with 2:15 left. Here's the inbound to Loken. Lucas Loken to Drew Hudson. Andrew Hudson. Bounce to Johnson as it's stolen away by Shipman. And North the basketball on another Old Ape turnover. Owen Rupert all the time in the world for North. Rupert taking a sweet time looking. Now he gets Thiesing Ritter. McCabe Thiesing Ritter, a drive. And he doesn't get it to fall. So he doesn't add to the 7-point lead. But now a giveaway, near giveaway for Lucas Loken. But he gets fouled by Thiesing Ritter. Now there's 3 players on the court for North that have 4 fouls. Those being Thiesing Ritter, Zach Shipman, and Robert Hutchinson. If either of those 3 take another foul, they're fouled out of this game. As Lucas Loken at the line to shoot 2, and he's had issues today from that line. It's been a nightmare for him today, just unable to really consistently make his free throws. And unfortunately, that's really hurt the Old Apes today. See if Loken can make one of the 2, and the answer is yes. He does get one. But the problem is 50% isn't going to do much for you from the free throw line. Still trailing by 2 possessions. Here's the inbound to Owen Rupert with 90 seconds left. Put him in a double team, and he's able to find Shipman. A throw across to Hutchinson. North content to hold the ball for as long as they can hand. Memorial need to send a high press now. Here's Rupert. Shipman flinged underneath for Thiesing Ritter. Now down to a minute left. Here's Thiesing Ritter. He's able to run all the way up top. Barrows. Here is Tyler Barrows. He finds an open Shipman, and Zach Shipman can score it. And by the reaction of Logan Horn right there, an 8-point North lead likely puts them well on their way to winning the Crosstown Showdown in Leg 1 of boys basketball. 58 seconds left, and it's going to take a lot for the Old Ames to crawl out of this hole that they've really dug themselves as this game's gone on. It's not like North have gotten fluky bounces or anything today. No, they've just gotten they've just got what Memorial's given them. They've taken their chances at the line today. They've been beating Memorial in the interior most of the day, more specifically the second half, and it is very much working out for the Huskies. Well, if there was ever a time for an epic comeback for the Old Ames, it would have to happen now. They need 8 points. They need to outscore North by 8 points in 58 seconds. Here comes Johnson. Quickly in. He needs outlet. Finds Mesner. Kayla Mesner. Time not on the side. Mesner. I don't even really find an option here. Mesner to Johnson. Memorial need to get shots away. Here's Mesner to McCarthy. Open 3. He can't hit. And the ball will scamper out of bounds. It'll stay Memorial ball with 33 left. The North student section beginning to realize what's happening. And it's going to happen here as Owen Rupert the steal and the foul by Memorial. Mason McCarthy the foul. And unfortunately for the Old Ames, they are going to suffer it looks like they're going to suffer a tough loss in conference to drop below 500 in conference. And North student section has realized it. I think most people here have realized it. First miss by Rupert. And this is going to be a big North win over Memorial after last year's 40-point thumpings Memorial had delivered to them. The fresh Memorial lineup, unfortunately, doesn't look like they're going to be able to repeat the exact same thing this year. With a 9-point deficit, not much you can really do. Ian Bauer will huck one up, and he's going to score. Ian Bauer 3. But there's 24 seconds left. It's going to take a lot still for Memorial. It's a 2-possession game still. You basically have to intentionally foul. That's really your only option at this juncture, is to intentionally foul. And even so, you need to make your shots on the other end of the floor, which sounds so simple, but it's not that easy to pull off, especially with this point right now. 78-72 is the score. Both teams in the double bonus, so you don't have to give any fouls for Memorial. The hard part's gonna be North's been great at the line this second half. It's hard for you to rely on them missing a lot of their shots. They did just miss a few to set up that Old Abe 3-pointer from Ian Bauer. But other than that, there's not something you can sit back on if you're the Old A's. You can't sit on foul outs. You got to do something on this full court press right here. They do not. Hutchinson gets cornered here. He needs an outlet. He throws it out. Quick flings, and Ian Bauer will intentionally foul with 17.7 left. Good passing from North to evade the full court press, and Ian Bauer not much of a choice at this point. Has to intentionally foul. It's his third, so now you don't really got to worry about it too much right now as Barrows makes his first. That puts him up by 7 with 17 seconds left, and barring an absolute miracle from the Old A's, it's pretty much impossible for them to pull this one out of their hat. 3-possession ball game, and it just got even harder to as Caleb Johnson will quickly sprint the floor, and he makes 2. He'll get 2 back, but that takes 4 seconds off the clock just to do that. 6-point ball game, and more likely than not, the intentional foul is going to have to come right away if you're the Old A's. You can't waste valuable seconds if you want to pull off this miraculous comeback. 80-74 is the score. 13 seconds left. Here's the hard part for Memorial is just simply coming back from how far down they are and just how little time they've had left. They buried themselves in this hole. If they pull this off, great. If they don't pull it off, they can only really blame themselves for this game. All right, inbound here by Zach Shipman will likely result in an instant intentional foul by the Old A's. Here's the inbound, and Drew Hudson will do exactly that, but he fouls Tyler Barrows. And Tyler Barrows is probably the last guy you want at the line if you're the Old A's. He's been great from the free throw line. Andrew Hudson the foul. That's his third as Memorial bring in 3 subs. And sharpshooters, it looks like, will make their way in. Caleb Johnson, Caleb Mesner, and Lucas Loken in. First shot was good by Barrows, and it's hard when Barrows is making his free throws, and Barrows just keeps putting Memorial out of reach. Caleb Johnson quickly pounds the rock, throws it to Lucas Loken, who puts a handle on it. And with 5.7 seconds left, the Huskies on their way. We still own you chant going on, even though Memorial has statistically dominated this series. 2 seconds, 1, and the game is over. The North Huskies win leg 1 of the Crosstown Showdown in boys basketball by a final score of 82-74. And for the Old A's, all they can really do is blame themselves for that second half. Struggled to keep themselves out of foul trouble. They could not really cleanly grab rebounds, and it allowed North to take the lead from down 9 with a minute left in the half, in the first half to storm ahead, and then eventually pull away at the end. Tyler Barrows' free throws at the end, a huge point. Well, that'll do it for our coverage of Old Abe boys basketball. So on behalf of everybody that made this broadcast on, I'm Derek Montesano, reminding you it's always a great day to be at Old Abe.